Here's the 5 for Mark Few and Gonzaga, and they will start the senior-laden backcourt of Kevin Pangos, Gary Bell Jr., Byron Wesley, also Kyle Wiltshire, the transfer from Kentucky, and Shimmick Karnowski, the 7'1" junior center. 4, the Arizona Wildcats, Gabe York, TJ McConnell, Brandon Ashley, Stanley Johnson, and Caleb Tarczewski are the 5. Gonzaga wearing the black, the home whites for the Wildcats. Shimmick Karnowski off the feed from Kevin Pangos.
Those two guys have that down. That's Stockton Malone right there. Just pull
up from Pangos, and it's 4-0 Gonzaga.
I'm telling you, Pangos can get his own shot now. Usually it's of the step back variety.
Sabonis, the 6'10" freshman from Lithuania, the son of the Hall of Famer Arvydas Sabonis, as TJ McConnell breaks the seal for the Arizona Wildcats.
Talking to outstanding, it's a matter of him understanding that we're comfortable with him shooting during games.
On the drive, Gary Bell Jr. to the basket.
Gary Bell Jr. just used a hesitation.
Checks in for Arizona. York on the bench now for Sean Miller's. A 3 is good from Rondé Hollis Jefferson. We're tied at 6.
Made 2 off last year, 2 for 10. That's his 3rd make. Rondé Hollis Jefferson does.
Pass deflected. Stanley Johnson the steal. The floater gives Arizona the lead.
With their fan bases, we've got great fans, we've got great support, we charter, we do all these different things, so if somebody thinks he underachieved, they're nuts.
Shimmick Karnowski knocks the game up at 10.
Look at Johnson out there. The game as it's going right now is kind of to Gonzaga. Gonzaga's not physically imposing.
Gabe York puts Arizona back in front.
And that was just too easy. There was no pressure against York.
Wiltshire an open 3. And Gonzaga seesaws back in top of Arizona.
Get a hand up because Karnowski shoots so quickly. It's a good place to go if you're Gonzaga.
Brandon Ashley nails his first 3-pointer of the season. Arizona to Wiltshire. Wesley, the quick burst, and he puts Gonzaga on top. And the rebound tipped out to Pangos for Gonzaga.
Boy, that's his shot. That's Ashley's shot. He's usually money on that.
Pangos inside, Wiltshire underneath, and it's the Zags by 3. Parker Jackson Cartwright can't get the roll, tipped up and in by Caleb Tarczewski. Timeout, Sean Miller. Wesley for 3, got it. First 3 of the season for Byron Wesley.
You get the position reward and make a good pass.
Ashley off the inbound. In the first 7 games of the season, Brandon Ashley was 0 of 5 from 3. He's hit 2 in the first half of this game.
They created no space, Arizona.
Pangos, the kick. Wesley attacks on the baseline.
That was terrific. Terrific by Pangos. Just went opposite the screen. The offense is right now for Arizona.
Pushed way out.
Yeah, there's just nothing there. Now you got to start drives way out.
And Brandon Ashley's fired up.
Karnowski open in front of Tarczewski, was going to get a layup.
Elliott Pitts open. We're tied. Timeout Gonzaga. Ashley tips the rebound out. Arizona's got to go quick. York at the buzzer. We're tied at halftime. 27-all. Number 9 Gonzaga. Number 3 Arizona. An exciting first 20 minutes here between 2 unbeaten teams that are both in the top 10.
And that play was made because Johnson didn't slide over.
Bell to the basket to put the Zags up a bucket.
Man, he went right at Gabe York. He gave a little shot fake. He'd have been able to get past York for the 2nd time in a row.
York the pull-up. Ties the game at 29. 25-game home court winning streak on the line against the unbeaten Zags as Sabonis gets the roll.
He's a pro. He played professionally.
It's a 3. The steal and bucket for TJ McConnell.
He avoids the screen, digs in, and then just beats Pangos to the basketball. This is what McConnell's supposed to do, is man.
Ashley on the bench right now for Sean Miller. Karnowski in the lane. Zags by 4.
This is where you have to throw it in because
open look. And Shimmick Karnowski rattles it home.
How good is he? Pick and pop.
Here is Rondae Hollis-Jefferson. Out of the double team, finds Tarczewski, and one for Caleb Tarczewski. And Hollis-Jefferson guarding Pangos. Wilcher inside.
That's the best move I've seen Wilcher make.
Brandon Ashley, who has not scored in the second half, still leads Arizona with 8. Nice lob underneath. Slammed by Caleb Tarczewski.
Yeah, really good. That was set up on the side out of bounds. Tarczewski do it.
Trent Guinness in the lane. Gets the rattle to go.
Wow. Guinness just with an extra dribble and exploded up into his jump.
First points for Kyle Grant Guinness as Stanley Johnson counters for the Wildcats. Fielder on the baseline. And the rebound by the smallest guy on the court, Parker Jackson Cartwright, the 5'10 freshman. He goes coast to coast and scores for the Wildcats. 1-point game. Bell gets by Johnson to the basket, off the window and in.
Boy, Bell just put his head down on the second dribble and just...
Tarczewski on the block from the baseline. Gets it over the 7-1 Karnowski.
Well, that's a tough shot. Right. Rondae Hollis-Jefferson is so difficult to see around. Pangos can't get it there.
Wilcher spots up and banks it in.
Good patience by Wilcher. He stood at the top of the key.
10. Shimmick Karnowski, the kick out. Bell fires. 3 for Gary Bell Jr.
Bell didn't stand. Bell was in the left side, and instead of standing, he flashed.
Open McConnell. Short on a 3, but Hollis-Jefferson keeps it alive. He gets the roll. 8 for Rondae Hollis-Jefferson. Arizona back within 3.
Got to get out of it.
Wilcher around Ashley. The push shot from Kyle Wilcher.
Still flips it up and in.
Stanley Johnson wide open. 3. Gonzaga team that averages 88 points a game, which is 52, yet they lead it by 2. And Pangos makes it 4 with the spin off the window in early December.
When that ball's got to go to Wilcher.
Karnowski banks it in.
Man, Wilcher got the switch that he wanted.
Pangos spins off. Wilcher the putback.
There was the switch. They did the same thing on the other side.
Ashley moves in. Spins in for Brandon Ashley. First points of the second half. Arizona within 2.
It was a bit confusing in the last 4 or 5 minutes.
Ashley the deep 2. 2-point game. Ashley. We're tied. Season. Here's Gary Bell Jr. Bell off balance. Tipped out by Hollis-Jefferson. 1.4 remaining for Gonzaga. Wilcher for the win. We're headed to 5 more minutes here in Tucson.
Out west, probably going to come from one of these 2 teams. So, you know what? Listen.
Shot clock at 5. McConnell banks it in straight on.
And he split the defense with a little crossover. You hit him. If the guy's setting you hit him, it's a charge. I love it.
McConnell. He has all 4 points in overtime. And the Cats have their largest lead of the game.
Every ball screen's been switched between those 2.
Shot clock inside 10.
There it is again. They switched.
Pangos. 3 by Kevin Pangos. McConnell misses, but he gets the tip out. And Arizona has the ball with 16.8 to go, and he's fouled. And he misses. Sabonis the rebound. Here comes Bell. Wilcher to Pangos. They need a 3. Here comes. Wilcher keeps it alive. Wesley on balance, fouled on a 3. Fouled by Pitts, the senior from Rancho Cucamonga, California. An air ball. Wow. Think the pressure got to him a little bit?
A little bit. Crowd pressure.
And the students behind the basket as Wesley is 0 for 2. You missed this one?
Oh, you got to miss it and tip it back, and either Pangos or Gary Bell Jr. got to go get it through. If you foul over the back, who cares? Go get it.
Off the rim, the rebound. Arizona secures it. Stanley Johnson. It is over. And in overtime, the Arizona Wildcats outlast Gonzaga, remain undefeated, and the home court winning streak is intact.